What if I told you scientists are trying to turn mercury into gold? Yes, you heard that right. The wildest dream of ancient alchemists may finally be possible for thousands of years. Alchemists swore they could turn ordinary metals into treasure. Kings funded them, mystics promised secrets. They searched for the legendary philosopher's stone, convinced it held the key to transmuting lead or any other base metal into pure, glittering gold. But after centuries of mixing potions and chanting incantations, none of them ever succeeded. It remained a myth, a fairy tale for the greedy and the hopeful until modern physics stepped in. Now, a California startup has proposed something incredibly bold in their futuristic labs. Filled with whiteboards and 3D simulations, they're not just dreaming, they're engineering, using next-generation nuclear fusion reactors. They want to do what the alchemists couldn't, change the very identity of atoms themselves, and they want to start with mercury and end with gold. But this isn't magic, it's nuclear science. Imagine the heart of a star right here on Earth. Inside a fusion reactor, particles crash together at unimaginable speeds, releasing torrents of high-energy neutrons. Those neutrons are the key. They slam into mercury. Atoms, changing their shape, their weight, and rearranging their internal particles. In theory, this bombardment can knock a proton out of a mercury atom. And what happens when a mercury atom with 80 protons loses one? It becomes an atom with 79 protons. It becomes gold. But here's the reality check. For now, this process only works inside powerful computer simulations. We don't have commercial fusion reactors capable of doing this at scale. Yet, we're on the cusp, but not quite there. It's a blueprint for the future, not a product for today. And there's another major problem. Even if the process did work perfectly, the gold it created would be radioactive. It would be hot, dangerous, and legally classified as nuclear waste. You couldn't wear it as jewelry. You couldn't store it as investment bullion. It would be a glowing, hazardous brick that's definitely not safe to handle. You'd need a hazmat suit, not a treasure chest. Then there's the economic breakdown, the cost to build and operate a nuclear fusion reactor just to make a few atoms of gold is astronomical. It would be a monumental money pit. Mining gold from the earth, as difficult as it is laughably cheap in comparison. Right now, artificially making gold wouldn't just be expensive. It would completely destroy your bank account for a tiny, radioactive price. So, why even bother? If it's dangerous, expensive, and not even possible yet, what's the point? Because learning to rearrange atoms unlocks so much more than just gold. It unlocks the entire periodic table. Imagine creating new, ultra-efficient fuels on demand, or designing revolutionary materials that are stronger and lighter than anything we know, or even synthesizing rare elements needed for new medicines. This isn't just about gold, it's about mastering the building blocks of the universe. This is the first step toward portable alchemy. When fusion energy finally becomes a reality, turning one element into another might become commonplace. So here's the big question for you. If tomorrow you could make gold in a reactor as easily as you make a cup of coffee, would it change everything? Or would gold, once the ultimate symbol of wealth, suddenly become worthless? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.